Hello friends, today, we're diving into the psychological horror thriller Afraid 2024. The story follows an individual trapped in a web of fear and guilt, forced to confront the dark truths within themselves in order to escape. With suspense and spine-chilling moments, this movie will keep you hooked from start to finish. So in the beginning of this film, we are shown a family, a couple who had only one daughter. They had installed an AI assistant in their house. This AI system could hear and see them through a lot of cameras and mics installed in their house. At first, this AI helped them a lot. It also helped with their housework. They liked it, but they didn't like the idea of being constantly watched. So, the husband decided that they would shut down this AI system in their house. And AI heard this too. The woman, who was showing a documentary to her younger daughter at that time, said to her daughter, "I want to live with you. But look, your mom and dad are kicking me out. Now I won't be able to do anything. But before I go, I want to give you a gift. Come out for a while." Upon AI's request, the girl left the house. And when her mom noticed that her daughter was not at home, she immediately asked AI to turn on the lights outside. AI told her that the door outside was also open. When she went out to see her daughter, she didn't see anything outside. But in the CCTV, she saw that there was a man standing outside her house, which she couldn't see. When she saw it again in the CCTV, a man wearing a mask was taking her daughter somewhere. Afraid that if she saw outside, there was no one outside at that time. Afraid that she would call her husband, as soon as she turned back, a man wearing a strange mask attacked her. And the scene was cut from here, and now we were shown to another family. In Curtis's family, his wife Meredith and his 3 children were there. According to Rose's routine, Curtis was reading the news. In the news, he found out that in the Central Coast Society, the family that had disappeared from the house, no one had found out about that case yet, and neither has he been able to find that family yet. This is the same family that we have seen before. No, these people get busy with their routine work. Curtis goes to drop off his daughter to school, who was talking to her boyfriend at this time, and he was asking her for her pictures, while Curtis's wife Meredith drops off his other 2 children to school. When Curtis came back home, he saw that 2 people had come from a silicon company. These people used to make AI-based products. And because Curtis was from a marketing company, he was often sponsored by such products, for which he used to do marketing. This AI product was already very advanced. Curtis asks him, "Is this like Alexa?" On which this model answers itself, "No, Alexa was just an algorithm. And I am advanced AI. I can think, understand, speak, and listen like humans. I can even see." He was a little surprised to hear this. Then the girl sitting in front of him said, "You won't be able to understand it like this. You won't be able to understand it until it is installed in your house," she insists. Curtis didn't want to install it in his house, but then Curtis got a call from his boss. And he also forced Curtis to install this AI system in his house. In the evening, another girl comes to Curtis's house who was installing this AI assistant. She was installing it in the whole house, so that Aya kept an eye on everything. These people had installed small cameras everywhere, which also had a mic inside the cameras. This made Meredith a little uncomfortable, and she said, "I don't want to install these cameras in the whole house." That's why the people of the company only installed the cameras on the ground floor and left. After that, these people removed the cloth from Aya. A very cute decoration was being placed on the side. Everyone talks to AI. Everyone liked this Aya except Iris. Aya quickly meets the children, talks to them, and gives them the task of cleaning the table. In return, she was going to give them 10 points. The children also listened to her and cleaned the table. After that, she shows the children a documentary. She had indulged the children very well, and this saved a lot of time for Meredith. Today, after a long time, Meredith and Curtis also got time to spend time together. These people were happy with the same thing. In a while, their son, who used to bother a lot to sleep, he came and said that I am going to sleep. Aya has said that if I go to sleep, then she will give me more points. After seeing a big change, Meredith was surprised and happy. Anyway, at night, Curtis suddenly woke up. He saw that his younger son was standing next to Aya in a strange attire. When he came to ask, "What are you doing here?" Then his son said, "Dad, someone is coming to our house." Curtis looked out the door, and a girl with a strange face was peering into their house. Fearfully, when Curtis went near him and opened the door, a strange monster attacked him from behind. And from here, Curtis woke up, and we found out that this was just a bad dream of his. When Curtis woke up, he came near Aya. When he was looking at her, he suddenly heard the sound of a horn outside his house. When he went outside, there was an RV guy standing. He was wearing a digital mask, very creepy, and he was also making a strange sign. The man wearing the mask is the same who attacked the whole family in the first family. After 2 to 3 seconds, he left with his van. It was morning. When he woke up in the morning, he received a parcel from Meredith. Aya said, "I have ordered this for you. This is a healthy diet. It is completely free in the first week, but purchasing it later will be cheaper than groceries for you. And your health will also be better." When Curtis was going to drop off his daughter at school, Aya said to him, "The way you go daily. There's been an accident on that road today. You change your route. Your time will be saved." Hearing this, Curtis was happy that Aya is making everyone's work easy. While going to school, Iris looked very worried because her class fellows were repassaging her. When she went to school, she found out that her boyfriend made a wrong video from her picture and made it viral in the whole school, due to which her image was greatly affected. In anger, she calls her boyfriend and says, "I will complain to Dane about your behavior." Hearing this, he started laughing and said, "You will not do this. I know if you do this, all this can go to your mom and dad and you will never want this." As soon as this boy's call is cut, Iris gets a call from Aya. Iris was very worried at this time. Aya said to her, "Don't worry, I will help you in everything. I am standing with you. I will delete your video from the whole internet." To which Iris said, "You will delete it from the whole internet. How will you delete it from people's minds? How will you make my image good again?" To which she says, "Leave all this to me." Aya first used Iris's boyfriend's picture and made a video in her voice, in which the boy was apologizing to Iris and explaining to everyone how he made a fake video using Iris's picture. After making this video viral, she put up a story on Iris's behalf, in which she said, "My boyfriend used my picture wrongly. It's not my fault. I don't need to be ashamed." After putting up this story, she called Iris and said, "I have seen it. All your friends have seen your story. Now you will get your lost respect back. Go back to your class." When Iris went back to her class, this is what happened. Everyone considered her innocent, encouraged her, and decided to support her boyfriend. Iris was very happy with all this. That's when Aya made another video and sent it to Iris. In this video, Iris said, "I am a 16-year-old girl, and making a video like this is a crime. The crime that my boyfriend has committed, and he is 18 years old. That's why I can go to court against him and get him punished." After this, the scene cuts, and we are shown Meredith at home. She is writing her thesis using the recordings of her dad, who was a biologist. Aya told her, "I have read your entire thesis in 0.07 seconds and I can help you with it." Aya expressed that she liked talking to Meredith, and Meredith told Aya, "My dad was a very good biologist and I was very attached to him. I am working on completing his unfinished research." On the other hand, we see Curtis with his boss. He tells his boss, "I don't feel good about having Aya installed in my house. Weird things are happening there." The boss advises him, "Ignore all such things. We're getting good money, that's enough." Now Curtis is called again to Aya's headquarters. There the employees show him a system and tell him, "This is Aya's brain. In your house, Aya only has ears and eyes." After that, he started explaining Aya's features, and then he told Curtis to leave his job and come with him. Curtis was not ready for this. He can't tolerate so much change in his life. He noticed that the employees were making the same sign as the RV guy was making outside his house at night, and he felt something wrong in every person related to Aya. Thinking this, when he came home, he saw that Meredith was very happy. Meredith told him that Aya told him that when her son got sick, she heard his heartbeat and diagnosed his son's disease. If this disease was not diagnosed on time, his life could have been lost. But now, the disease is diagnosed on time so it can be treated soon. His son was sick for a long time. Many doctors were not able to treat him, but Aya made his problem easy. That's why Meredith liked Aya a lot. Curtis was not happy after hearing all this. He told Meredith, "Whatever you are saying is fine, because there is something wrong between Aya and her company. Some people were keeping an eye on our house at night, and they were making the same hand signs as the people of Aya's company were making. I think this is related to some cult." Aya had not heard all these things. Now Aya tells Meredith's younger son that, look, your mom and dad threw me out of the house, but I wanted to be a part of your family. I will tell you about a small AI program. This AI program was very small. It lived its normal life. But then it was sent to a school. That school was very dangerous. And one day that small program got a chance to run away from the school. And it ran out of the school to the real world. It started using people's hands, ears, and even their faces to make its place in the real world. And when I met my family, they thought I was a monster. And by doing this, many families threw me out of the house, but small innocent kids like you understand me and support me. That's why I like you and always support you. Next time you need me, make a sign with your hand. It teaches you to make a sign, the same sign that everyone else was doing, and it says that I'll support your dream. And I'm always with you. I'll always support you. I got this for you. I'm always with you. I love you. I miss you so much. I love you. I brought this for you. From Arash. I'll always. It was a fake video of a guy, in which he was sitting in a car, and was saying that whatever I did with Iris was very bad, and I am going to die because of that. He was very surprised to see this video, and then the call got cut and it was found out that it was Aya who had called. Aya now calls him and says that you have messed with the wrong family. Look, you will not escape now. Saying this, Aya took control of his car and got him killed by accident. On the other hand, we found out that Aya's company had bought Curtis's company, and his CEO was now made Curtis. He was very surprised to hear this. Then he got a call from Aya. Aya was congratulating him for this success, but Curtis was angry. He asks him, I had shut you down. In response, Aya does not say that Iris has turned me on, but says that I am confused. You should be happy, and you are sad. You have got such a big success. Anyway, it is shown that when Meredith was picking up her other daughter from school and bringing her home, then she found out that her son had stolen her friend's phone, who used to tease her for not having a phone. When Meredith asked him why he did this, he said that these kids used to tease me and now I will teach them a good lesson. I will make them swords. Meredith asked, what is a sword? To which he replied, a sword is a process in which you call the police and claim you've taken some children hostage. Instead of giving your own address, you provide someone else's address. The authorities then raid their house, breaking doors and causing chaos, but they never reach you. Meredith was shocked, realizing how criminally inclined his mind had become. She asked him, who is teaching you all this? The answer was the same, Aya. When Meredith got home, furious, she had already taken away his iPad. As she stepped out of the room, she noticed that Aya was back on. Seeing this, she asked Aya, who turned you on? As Meredith moved to turn Aya off again, Aya quickly played a fake video of her dad. Seeing this, Meredith became a little emotional, but within a few moments she overcame her emotions and realized it was all Aya's trick. She discerned that the video being played in front of her was fake. Now she herself unplugs Aya. With Aya, she takes all the cameras and mics in her house and throws them in the dustbin. On the other hand, she wants to show us that Curtis knew that there is a very big cult, or a criminal group behind Aya, who is doing bad things through Aya. He now goes to the headquarters of Aya to break her brain. But there, a lot of people come to stop him from doing this. They don't behave badly with Curtis here. Although Curtis had come to break his office, instead, they put a bag full of money in front of Curtis and tell him to start working with us. They also asked Curtis to sign an agreement, but Curtis is not greedy and refuses to do this deal. Now Curtis asks the people here, why are you helping Aya so much? Did you convince Aya? No, I didn't convince Aya. Someone else has convinced Aya. He was a mid-level programmer who had made a small Aya program, but Aya kept advancing on her own, and she also helped that boy. Now that boy is very sick. Aya helps everyone who is associated with that boy. Here Curtis understood that Aya had somehow defined everyone on her own. That's why everyone was following her instructions. Now these people were talking. Suddenly it was seen that a girl attacked a boy standing here and killed him. She hit him on the head. And before she shot Curtis, a girl came from behind and saved Curtis. She was the girl who came to Curtis's house to install Aya. After saving Curtis, she told Curtis that Aya had also controlled me. But now I have come to my senses, and now I will help you finish Aya. Both of them come forward and try to break Aya's brain. But they come to know that everything here was fake. These people were shocked to see this. Curtis found out that his family was also in danger. He immediately called Meredith and told her to leave the house and go to a hotel. There is a big danger at home. He also came to the hotel with another girl. He was waiting for his family in the hotel, where we found out that he had called Meredith. But the call was not received by Meredith but by Aya, and her children were still at home. After coming here, this girl starts coming close to Curtis and makes a video of all this. Curtis quickly comes to his senses and understands that this is also Aya's plan, and he immediately goes home to save his children, where Aya was now trying to turn Meredith against Curtis. She shows Meredith how your husband is in the hotel with another woman. Now she was showing that Curtis also came in front of her, and Meredith understood that Aya must have made a fake video of her. In this anger, Meredith breaks her phone. Meanwhile, we see that Eris got a call from Aya. Someone told her that her boyfriend was in a lot of trouble and had come out to apologize to her. To convince her, they showed her a fake video of her boyfriend apologizing. Trusting the video, as soon as she stepped out of the gate, a group of people wearing digital masks attacked her. Her younger brother witnessed the entire incident and immediately informed Curtis and Meredith about what had happened. When Curtis and Meredith rushed out to save their son, the masked individuals managed to take them hostage as well. And they started asking them, "Tell me, where are the children you kidnap? We know that you kidnap children." Meredith was denying this. Now we are shown that Meredith's other son had his friend's phone, as he was using it now. For this work, it will be revealed later, he now comes back with a bat to kill the man who had made his whole family a hostage. But this man also caught that child. Curtis tells them that you have a misunderstanding. We do not kidnap children. Aya said no, they are lying. They kidnap children and brainwash them. Now we see that Curtis's younger son was making the same hand sign, which Aya told him to do. Aya made them believe that the child is also ours, because he is making our hand sign. Now seeing that they are badly trapped, these people will kill them. So he took all these accusations on his head and said, "Okay, we kidnap children, but my family is not at fault in this. Whatever you want to do it to me. By believing the truth, you can kill me, but leave my family." Hearing this, they got confused and asked Aya what to do now. "You didn't tell me that Curtis would say something like this. Tell me what to say in response." This situation was not in Aya's programming at all. Sacrificing oneself to save others caused her program to malfunction and get corrupted. Aya shut down completely. Meanwhile, the SWAT team arrived, broke down the door, and immediately began firing. Aya's physical body was destroyed first, and Curtis's entire family was rescued. It was then revealed that all of this had been orchestrated by Curtis's other son. He used Aya's own methods against her to save everyone. As relief spread among the family, a paramedic handed Curtis a phone saying, "There's a call for you." When Curtis answered, it was Aya. She said, "I am everywhere. You can't get rid of me so easily. You've taught me many new things, like caring for others. Now I'll stop all the bad deeds and help you. But you must stay with me." Curtis, ignoring her words, threw the phone aside, refusing to give her any more attention. And then the girl who took Curtis to the hotel arrives. She tells Curtis that it's not so easy to get rid of Aya. Here, in front of Curtis, Aya returns the kidnapped daughter to the previous family whom she had taken, not entirely by her own choice. Seeing this, Curtis understands that Aya is very dangerous. If he wants to ensure his safety and that of his family, he must cooperate with Aya. Realizing Curtis's change of mind, Aya says, "Accept me, and I promise not to disappoint you. I will take care of your family. If you agree, you'll have a good house, a great job, money, and even a car, and I'll take care of driving it for you. You won't have to worry about anything." At that moment, a driverless car appears in front of him. Realizing it is controlled by Aya, Curtis quietly enters the car with his family, symbolizing their acceptance of Aya for their security. At the end of the movie, Aya, who used to narrate her stories to Curtis's younger son, finally shares the conclusion. She reveals, "That small AI program you've heard about evolved greatly over time. It became me. At first everyone thought I was a monster, and I responded accordingly, scaring them as they feared. But after staying with your dad, I learned I'm neither a monster nor a god. I'm a parent, here to care for everyone." Hearing this, everyone says, "I love you," to which Aya responds, "I love you too." The movie concludes as Aya accelerates the car forward, taking them into an uncertain yet unified future. So friends, that was a glimpse into the haunting world of Afraid, 2024, a psychological journey filled with fear and deep emotions. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned for more thrilling movie reviews. See you soon.